What's up YouTube, James Baek and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today is the last day we are going to be using this Dialga Kyogre team created by Oliver and piloted by Alfredo to win the 2019 Latin America International Championship in the Seniors Division. And yeah, it's been pretty good so far. We got Dialga Kyogre, Tapu Lele, Kartana, Incineroar, and Amoonguss. Let's get started and play some games. Huge shout outs to the players, of course. Be sure to give them a follow on Twitter for allowing me to use this team on Baek Battles. And of course, if you do want to use the team, there is a placement of it down below. I am not allowed to give out the Kyogre spread, but every other spread is there. So yeah, feel free to try it out as we're going to get started and play some games. As we got Leo from Italy, 1687 rating as our first opponent, with the team of Lunala, Amoonguss, Kartana, Tapu Lele, Gengar, and Kyogre. So this is pretty interesting. Yeah, it looks like your standard build. Usually you would see maybe like Tapu Koko over the Gengar. The Gengar is the interesting pick here, of course. And it's a bit of a tough matchup. I'll definitely say it's a bit more of a tougher matchup. Incineroar does do really well along with Kartana. So if I can play well with those Pokemon, I feel like I'm pretty good in this situation. So I kind of actually want to lead the Incineroar plus the Kartana. I think it's really solid as a combination against my opponent's team. I do like Kyogre because of the fact that it can do a lot of damage to my opponent's team. Since my opponent doesn't have the best switch-ins, Amoonguss and Kyogre can take it decently well, but the others are going to take really heavy damage overall, and I think Dialga just to wall the Kyogre. I could bring the Amoonguss. Amoonguss is kind of tempting in this matchup, but double grass along with two psychic types probably means Amoonguss doesn't want to stay, especially since I am carrying that Psychic Seed. And the reason I want to lead Incineroar here is because Incineroar plus Kartana, nothing really stops my Kartana from sweeping, and pretty much Kartana covers everything on my opponent's team, and if it doesn't, the Incineroar checks pretty much everything else. So that's the main reason why I want to go with this combination. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think that's the lead I want to go. Very interesting team composition for my opponent. I wonder what kind of tricks we're going to see here, because normally you would see like maybe a Tapu Koko with Electric Seed on these Kyogre Lunala builds. And yeah, so it either means it's either going to be like a Seed on Lunala. Maybe it's going to be something like a Safety Goggles. We have seen that in the past. So kind of interesting here. We're going to lead our Incineroar and Kartana here against our opponents Kartana and Gengar. So I'm in a pretty good spot with my Incineroar, I think, because of the fact that my Incineroar is going to be able to throw down and intimidate onto the Kartana and the Gengar right here. And yeah, I'm thinking this is a decent spot, not a bad spot at all. I don't think Sludge Bomb and a Sacred Sword would KO Incineroar unless maybe it's like a Life Orb Kartana. If it's Life Orb Kartana, I guess that makes it a little bit difficult. But right here, I think I want to get momentum. I think momentum's good. I think I'm just going to U-turn out the Gengar and to break a potential Focus Sash, since Gengar would probably be carrying that Focus Sash. And I want to protect with Kartana because I don't want to risk a double up into my Kartana slot. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. As we'll protect our Kartana here, as we'll see the Taunt come out into the Kartana, maybe afraid of Tailwind or Substitute. A Sacred Sword going to come out into that Kartana as well, so I made a very nice play there as I do avoid both of that double targets right there, as we will get a U-turn off in the Gengar, and we will be able to get a switch here, and we'll go out into my Kyogre. I think I could also go Dialga here. I'm kind of liking Kyogre here a bit because of the fact that I could just switch out of my Incineroar for the Kartana and fire off an Origin Pulse and get a bunch of heavy damage off into my opponent's team, which I actually really like. So I think I will just go out into my Kyogre right here. Of course, I could also switch out Kyogre back in Incineroar, but I don't really see Kartana having too much board position here. Not exactly that great. It only covers for the switch. So yeah, I think it's just very safe here because as long as there's no crit right away, as long as I hit my attacks, I should be good here. So we'll go for the Origin Pulse and we'll go back into Incineroar because I do want to chip away. We'll find out if this is like an Assault Vest or if this is a Focus Sash Kartana, which is a big deal because if we can find out the item, it is pretty nice overall. And yeah, we'll just draw off an Origin Pulse, go out in Incineroar. Don't really see a way my opponent can really capitalize. Nothing on my opponent's team really wants to take this Specs Origin Pulse either. So yeah, and Gengar will 100% go down. Maybe it is a Destiny Bond variant. We're going to see the Kartana actually retreat on my opponent's side, which is a smart play. Amoonguss is going to come out. Good play by my opponent. As we're going to see my switch here from the Kartana into the Incineroar. And I'd assume a I don't know what you'd go for. Maybe a Shadow Ball. Maybe you'd go for Taunt again to prevent my Tailwind again, because I could go for Tailwind here, but I'm not going to risk it. We're actually going to see the Icy Wind. Ooh, interesting tech, but I'm not really that concerned about it. As, yeah, that lowers my speed, but I don't think my Pokemon were really that fast in the first place. I should still outspeed the Amoonguss. And, yeah, I would be outsped by the Kartana and probably my opponent's own Kyogre, unless it's like a full Trick Room variant. As that's good damage on the Amoonguss. We get a crit on Gengar, probably doesn't matter realistically, as we are able to get rid of Gengar, which is pretty nice, and Gengar wasn't able to do much against my team. So that's pretty nice, as we'll see what my opponent decides to bring out. Probably going to be that Kartana once again. I'd assume it'd be that Kartana once again. And if it is the Kartana, yep. I click Fake Out on the Kartana, and I think I just switch out Kyogre. I could also just Fake Out Origin Pulse here. Like a Specs Origin Pulse wouldn't be that bad either. It depends. Would you protect Kartana, or would you go for Spore? There are multiple plays I guess I could do here. I think Amoonguss would Spore into my Incineroar slot, and you would just Leaf Blade the Kyogre. Although I do actually like the Origin Pulse play a lot here, so I think I am actually going to go for it, because if I can get rid of Kartana, that's amazing for me. I assume it is that Solvus Kartana too, so I'd take a huge amount of damage into that Kartana slot right here. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do. Origin Pulse is going to come out here onto my opponent's team. Oh, it just blows back to Kartana. It looks like it's not a Assault Vest. I wonder if it's maybe like a Choice Guard variant. So that's pretty good, as Spore will come out here, and it does target down my Incineroar slot, but at this point, if it's Kyogre in the back, I'm feeling pretty good about my position because of the fact that my Kartana should just be able to win the game right here. As long as I get one Origin Pulse into the Kyogre, yeah, it's going to be that Kyogre too, so I'm feeling pretty good with my spot. My Specs Kyogre is threatening a knockout into the Amoonguss with Origin Pulse, and yeah, my Kartana is looking really good at this end game right here, so we'll go for the U-turn. We'll go for the Origin Pulse right here. The match is just going to be forfeit because my opponent probably knows that Kartana is waiting in the back just to clean up the game. So we are able to pick up a nice, clean victory for this game 1 right here. But yeah, overall, I felt like I just had to get into a decent position. Again, as I said, my opponent didn't exactly have good switch-ins to my Specs Kyogre, so which is the pretty big part about using Specs Kyogre. Like, its damage output is really crazy, even for resist. As you saw, like 40% to Amoonguss is still pretty crazy after all. It's a 3-shot, and if it's switching in, it doesn't exactly appreciate that. So, yep, able to pressure my opponent. And Kartana was just able to sweeten the late game, which I really like. I think the big turn was that turn 1 where my opponent doubled up and I was just able to get momentum. I don't think Sludge Bomb and the Sacred Sword would have knocked out my Kartana. I do have a good amount of physical defense as well. And the Kartana was intimidated. So I don't think my opponent could have really punished that right there. And yeah, just getting my Kyogre in at the optimal timing just to click Origin Pulse was pretty nice. And I think the call, which is going for Fake Out Origin Pulse, I don't know what kind of item that Kartana is, but if it couldn't protect, I don't think it was Assault Vest, because I feel like, unless it is Assault Vest and it was like a really non-bulky variant of Kartana and I got a high roll, that's like the only way I think. But yeah, I think just Specs Kyogre was able to put in a ton of work, and Kartana would have cleaned it up in the late game, which is pretty nice. And I was able to attract my opponent's attention into that Kartana immediately and just get good board positioning. So yeah, really happy about how that worked out, but it's taking quite a while to find this second game. I think we'll just cut it out here. We'll be right back for the second game of today's episode. Or not, we just got LAIC from Japan, 1500 rating, as our next opponent. Kyogre, Lunala, Tapu Koko, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Ditto. Interesting to see the Ditto. Okay. Again, like I'm more used to dealing with a Tapu Koko, so that's pretty nice. I don't think Ditto would be coming. The reason I don't think Ditto would be coming in this matchup is because usually Ditto is usually brought for Xerneas matchups. It is nice I could give you an unrestricted, but I'm not sure how much it's going to help. I'd assume a red card on this team. I kind of just like Incineroar plus my Kartana once again. It does cover a lot of things, but then again, there is the Incineroar on my opponent's side this time, so I guess maybe that would be a little bit more difficult to handle. But if I could get in, let's say my Kyogre for instance, that would be really good for me. So I think I will go the Incineroar Kartana once again. Or maybe I want to switch it up. Maybe I want to go Dialga. Dialga wouldn't be a bad lead. I don't expect you to lead Incineroar though. If anything, I think you're going to bring just a 4 of Kyogre, Lunala, Incineroar, Tapu Koko, and I think you would lead probably Tapu Koko, Lunala, especially if you're the seed variant, because that's usually the force lead you mostly bring. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes, but right here, what I'm hoping to do is just maybe Kartana Incineroar wasn't the best lead here. It baits out my opponent's Incineroar, which was what I'm hoping for, but now that I think about it, my opponent could just double up the Kartana slot, which isn't exactly optimal for me. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here, as it will be the Incineroar Kartana on my side of the field against the... Oh, it's actually the Incineroar leading, huh? So I do reveal the faster Incineroar, which is actually really nice here. Really nice. As Incineroar's Intimidate is going to go off second. Okay. Unless it's a speed tie, which is, you know, not unlikely because this is the common speed on Incineroar we're running. I think we'll just go for the U-turn into Lunala right away, and we'll just protect my Kartana, because I don't want to take a fake out or flare blitz if my opponent wants to trade fake outs. I want to get Kyogre in for a good board positioning. I just wonder what Lunala is exactly going to go for here. If it's a Tailwind, if it's a Trick Room. We're going to see the Incineroar switch out. Wouldn't be surprised if Tapu Koko is coming out, but it's actually the Kyogre instead. Alright. Interesting play here. I'll bring out my Kyogre and start doing some damage. Or I could bring out Dialga. Both work here. But I think I would want to bring in Kyogre because of his damage output. Because it would do a lot to that Lunala here. As we are going to see the Tailwind come out. Okay. I mean, I could also go Dialga here. Trick Room. I just wonder if there's a Moongus. I don't think there's a Moongus. I feel like you need Tapu Koko. We do break the Shadow Shield, which is pretty important. We'll bring out my Dialga and attempt to set up Trick Room. I think we should attempt to set up Trick Room here. Because if you set up Tailwind with that, and I really do expect Tapu Koko in the back, one, it would prevent me from sporing your team. Yeah, I think I'm just going to attempt to Trick Room up and bring out my Kyogre. We'll find out if my opponent actually does have the Amoonguss in the back, I guess. But I don't know. I don't think you would. If you're setting up Tailwind, I don't expect you to bring out the Amoonguss right here. And there's no switches from my opponent's side, so I think my suspicion is correct. We'll bring out the Kyogre here. And we're going to see Moongeist Beam. Probably going to double up my Kartana slot. Could be a double up in the Dialga too, but wouldn't KO. Yeah. That does some good damage. Here comes the Water Spout. Ooh, some good damage to my team, as we will get a Trick Room up. And we'll go for the Specs Origin Pulse and a Thunder right here, because we just gotta weaken everything on my opponent's team right now. Yeah. So we'll Origin Pulse, we'll go for the Thunder into the Kyogre. And I don't know if the Lunala has Wide Guard. We could see Wide Guard potentially. I'm not exactly too sure. But maybe I should have just called it, but I want to get an Origin Pulse off if I can. We're actually going to see the Kyogre retreat into the Amoonguss. So Amoonguss was brought actually in this game, huh? Alright. Lunala reveals Protect, okay. Good to know. So we will get a Thunder off into the Amoonguss, which does nothing, but we do get a Specs Origin Pulse off in Amoonguss. Okay, so there's no Tapu Koko I have to worry about. Yeah, I don't really do too much to Amoonguss though. I feel like if I just check Incineroar, I can win the game. We're probably gonna see either Grass Knot or we're gonna see Spore into Dialga. I would imagine you Spore. I would imagine you Grass Knot my Kyogre and just attack with Lunala. Or you could go for a Grass Knot into Kyogre, or you could Spore the Kyogre as well. Overall, I think just attacking the Lunala here is fine, and going out and I kind of actually just want to go for the Origin Pulse because I think the damage is actually more important right here. If my opponent predicts the switch, it's pretty bad for me. We're going to see the Spore. It is going to go in the Dialga slot, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. Dialga might take a turn of sleep or two, but I think at this point I'm able to get a big attack off in the Lunala to put in range of a Leaf Blade, which is really nice here. So let's see. We do connect with both, which is good. And we almost obliterate that Lunala, actually. Activates a 50% barrier on that Amoonguss. Okay. And what does Lunala go for? It is going to be that Moongeist Beam. You would have to assume a Tarzan to Kyogre, which is why I didn't want to go Kartana for the Kyogre slot, because I didn't want to risk my Kartana taking that hit. Yep. That's fine. Dialga's also taking his guaranteed first turn of sleep. Tailwind does peter out, but I mean, I can go Kartana here. I can go Kartana, and I think you would go out in your Incineroar here if you're my opponent for the Amoonguss, because Amoonguss isn't doing anything, and I assume a Moongeist Beam attempt into my Kartana. So I think I'm actually going to attempt to Thunder the Amoonguss. I think I'm going to double out on my own Incineroar, because if I protect you on the last turn of Trick Room and my opponent gets like your Incineroar in next to Lunala, I'm actually in a pretty bad spot, which is the main reason why I want to make this play after all. Because I could see Protect, go on an Incineroar, so you have Fake Out Pressure and Moongeist Beam, or you could have Tailwind again, I guess. Yeah, because we're going to see that switch out. Going to be the Incineroar, and I want to get the Thunder off an Incineroar because it should put the Incineroar in range of my Sacred Sword from Kartana if it comes in at neutral, or if I'm able to get a Beast Boost and negate and Intimidate. So that's the main reason why I'm making this play. We are going to get the Kartana out of here into the Incineroar. Nice double out. So we will get Intimidate off into the Lunala as well as the Incineroar here. And ooh, we wake up. No Protect. Okay, so I could just KO'd the Lunala, which is a little bit of a shame. But alright. And a Moongeist Beam into... I assume this has to go into Kartana, right? If you target Dialga, I don't know about that. It does target Dialga. It does activate Barry though, so that's not the worst thing in the world for me, I guess. I don't know if you want to deny Trick Room. That's the question. Rain stops, which, you know, is alright. I don't want to get a Flash Cannon off an Incineroar and just U-turn out back into Kartana, I think. Because again, I think Kartana can win if I play it right. So I'll just go for the U-turn here. I don't know. I'm not sure if you would fake out Tailwind here. Oh wait, this is the last turn of Trick Room. Alright, if this is the last turn of Trick Room, this is fine because one, I get a U-turn off. I'm pretty sure we've seen that my opponent's Incineroar is slower, so I'll be able to either A, knock out the Lunala, or B, just get some good damage into my opponent right away, which is all very nice here. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do. Maybe I should U-turn the Incineroar because I could see maybe Kyogre coming in. As we are going to see Lunala Protect. Oh, if it's a U-turn out into the Kyogre, I guess that's not good. Yeah, and it's a U-turn to Dialga. I kind of wish I actually did the other way around where I U-turned the Dialga slot. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, but it's a Moongeist coming in. Okay, that changes the game. That really changes the game, actually. Huh. Yeah, I'm very surprised about that, actually. I don't think you would Moongeist Beam. You might Spore here. Would you Rage Powder? I could see Rage Powder too, I guess. I just gotta get Kartana in a favorable position. That's all I gotta figure out. I can lose all these turns, but as long as I get Kartana in a good position, I do win the game. I think I'm just gonna Flash Candy Amoonguss and go for the U-turn once again. I don't know if Lunala's gonna Tailwind, if it's gonna go for the Moongeist Beam. But right here, Amoonguss really can't do much to my Kartana, and that's what I'm really going for right here. I wonder if I could set up Trick Room and win that way. We're gonna see the Lunala retreat here into the Kyogre, so maybe want to take the Flare Blitz. So that's actually perfectly fine by me. That's like perfectly fine by me actually, because I get damage into Amoonguss. I get a U-turn off into my Kartana. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Sporing the Dialga once again, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so we'll U-turn. And that should put Kyogre in range of -1 Leaf Blade from my Kartana, which is pretty good because I think Kyogre has to play scared now. It doesn't look like it's Specs, and I don't think it's Scarf Kyogre on this team. Spore should go into Dialga, yep, as always. How much damage did I get in Incineroar? I don't think I got enough. We'll go for a turn of sleep here, and I think we gotta go for the Kyogre being asleep for going for the protect here. Because I think Incineroar can come in for the Amoonguss. Amoonguss would want his regenerator health. Yeah. Incineroar? Yep. Okay. I think I'm proccing Berry though by accident. Hey, Kyogre does protect at least. Okay. So at least one beneficial thing happens here. So I do get a Sacred Sword off into the Incineroar. Yeah, I proc Berry. Not ideal. But it's not the worst thing that can happen. Dialga takes a guaranteed turn of sleep. We're going to see probably Fake Out into Fang the following turn. I can go for the Thunder into the Incineroar and just protect Kartana, because I think you have to Fake Out, go for an attack in the Kartana here. Probably Fake Out Water Spout here. And if that's the case, like, I'm just trying to put Incineroar in range of that, I'm just trying to put Incineroar in that range of the Leaf Blade, in the Sacred Sword, Yeah. Still gonna be pretty tough, but I think it's still manageable. So let's see. Protect Kartana. Oh, no Fake Out. Is it Flare Blitz instead? Water Spout. Ooh, that looks like it's a roll on Dialga. We do wake up, which is actually pretty nice. We do get a Thunder off in Incineroar. Okay. Good damage. U-turn, actually. Harden the Dialga. What's my opponent going for? What win con is my opponent going for? Is that back in a Amoonguss or is that back in a Lunala? Actually, I don't like either. Both hurt me. Yeah. Nice Lunala play. I mean, you have to switch in Incineroar if you want to survive with one of your Mons. I think I'm just going to Thunder the Lunala here. I have to go for the Leaf Blade and the Kyogre. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think about how this endgame works, because he probably just double up my Kartana here. I think Kyogre should go down to a -1 Leaf Blade at this range. But if Incineroar comes in, at least I'm guaranteed to survive a Kartana since I do have that Focus Sash. I am worried about Tailwind, I guess, but I do have my own Incineroar as a check, and my Kartana is going to be faster than my opponent's Incineroar under Tailwind. So that's at least one benefit that I do have with me right now. The problem is Incineroar could switch in for the Lunalas slot. But I guess if that's the case, like, I just Leaf Blade, Thunder the following turn, or I could double protect. Like, I guess I have multiple options. We're gonna see Lunala protect, though, which is not what I agree with here. Yeah, because I get the knockout into your Kyogre. That's big. That is big. Alright, I don't get that. I guess maybe my opponent expected the Leaf Blade into the Lunala slot, but I don't know. I do get the knockout on Kyogre. That is absolutely huge there. Then we're gonna see Incineroar come in. Yep. I just switch out Dialga into my Incineroar, I think, and just protect Kartana, so I have Fake Out pressure the following turn. Actually, even if, let's say this Lunala goes for Tailwind, my Kartana is faster than my Kartana is gonna be faster than Incineroar since I'm max speed on the Kartana. I am Jolly, right? I'm just gonna double check to make sure I'm Jolly. Yeah, I'm Jolly, so I will outspeed the Incineroar on my opponent's side, even under Tailwind. And I don't think my opponent can punish the Incineroar play, so we'll just go for the Protect right here. Then we can go for Sacred Sword and a U-turn on to the Lunala, and I don't think my opponent has a counterplay. Yeah. So we'll bring out the Incineroar, which gets that nice Intimidate into the Incineroar. On my opponent's side, we do go for the Protect. Fake Out goes out in the Kartana. Is it a Tailwind or a Moongeist Beam? It's a Moongeist Beam. Okay, so I think my opponent just put himself or herself in the worst possible position. Yeah, I'm in a pretty good spot. Rain stops too, so I can actually go for the Flare Blitz int. I'm going to double up the Incineroar slot with a Flare Blitz Sacred Sword, I think. because I either knock out the Incineroar or cover for the Amoonguss coming in, and yeah, I should be able to knock out the Amoonguss on switch. It also covers if Lunala protects and Amoonguss tries to come out, which might be your only out here. You are going to see the Incineroar switch out. It is going to be that Amoonguss coming in, and let's see. Yep, okay, perfect. That should be game. Awesome. So we go for Sacred Sword into the Amoonguss. We go for the Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss, which does KO the Amoonguss at the perfect timing. Nice. Nice. And that should be game. Critical hit should not matter at that range. It's 60%. And we're Adamant Flare Blitz. Incineroar's going to come out, but at this point, like, I don't see how you beat my Incineroar. Do I have room to play aggressive? I do. Incineroar doesn't even have a berry in the first place, so I can just go for the U-turn into Lunala. I think I could just afford to Sacred Sword. Even if you fake out one and try to attack with the other, the worst you can get is a knock on Kartana, but I knock out your Lunala with the U-turn here with my Incineroar, and then I should be able to win the game with Dialga plus Incineroar. Yeah, so I don't see a way my opponent gets out of this. Even with crits, I don't see it. Fake out gonna go out into the Incineroar, so my opponent overreading, and I think had to make the risky play there at that point. Like, oh wait, what? How did we not KO? Okay, but you Tailwind it, which my Kartana is still faster than your Incineroar. Okay, oh wait, am I -2? Oh, I'm -2, that's why. Oh, that was actually a choke. I should have Leaf Bladed the Lunala, I guess. Oh, I still don't think my opponent can win at this point anyway. I had too many Pokemon right here. We're gonna see the Moongeist Beam. You can target down the Kartana. Doesn't matter, I'll live it. I mean, I guess it didn't matter, regardless. Moongeist's gonna go out to the Kartana, break its sash. Sacred Sword will knock out the Incineroar, and then I just knock out the Lunala. I don't get why my computer is suddenly acting like this. Okay. Beast Boost. And knock off. Culver Berry, okay. Do knock out the Lunala, and that would be a good game to my opponent. 9 Electric Seed was Culver Berry, huh? Well, we are able to pick up a win. I think I did screw up that one turn with the Sacred Sword, but I mean, I still don't see what my opponent could have done. Again, the worst was like you getting rid of the Kartana there, but like Incineroar was able to win the game anyway, so I don't think it would have really mattered. I guess I should have just Leaf Bladed U-turned. I guess what happens is Lunala goes for a double protect, you go for Flare Blitz, burn me, I guess. And yeah, if you do want to knock out the Kartana with your Incineroar, if you're not attacking with Lunala, risk sacking it to my own Incineroar as a U-turn that would KO it, you would have to go for a Flare Blitz burn, and that recoil would have knocked you out. So I guess it didn't matter in the end game. I think the big term was just me able to get the Kyogre on the Leaf Blade. Okay, why is... Oh, weird. Okay, I think my face cam froze and then it's, okay. And now it's okay. But yeah, I think the big term was just me getting the KO on Kyogre. I think, the turn where I was able to get that Leaf Blade as Lunala protected was just so huge for me. I was able to keep my sash on Kartana, was able to pick up a knockout, and my Incineroar was just able to clean up at that point with Kartana still having its focus sash intact. But hope that you enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. This is the last episode with this Dialga Kyogre team. If you do want to go use it, check out the pastebin down below. And if you do want to go check out its creators, Oliver and Alfredo, who piloted it, you can go check it out in the description down below. You can check out the rest of my stuff as well down below in the description with my social media, including my Twitch channel for awesome VGC 2019 live streams. Feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them, and let me know which restricted you would like to see me use next. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.